Hi, I'm Jay Lucas, and welcome to the Sunshine Report. You know, I'm so excited this week because we got a terrific topic that I think you're going to really enjoy. It's oxygen makes the difference. And, you know, there's so many things that we take for granted in our lives, and oxygen is probably, one of those right at the top of the list. And it's kind of a metaphor for so many other things we take for granted. Now, you see me here today. I'm out in, Minneapolis today, out in Minnesota. Tonight, my son Lincoln's going to come join me, and over the weekend we're going to be running a marathon together. When I say together, probably not literally together. He's much faster than I am, but it's called Grandma's Marathon. It's out in Duluth. It's just a great marathon. So we're going to do that. And the reason I mention oxygen in this context is that obviously oxygen, in athletic performance is really pretty important. In fact, there's this thing called VO2 max, which is kind of a measurement of how efficient you're using the oxygen and how it actually helps get to your muscles and produces the speed and the endurance that you really want. But oxygen is just, it's so much a part of our lives in such a almost invisible way, where, if you think about going outdoors back to nature, breathing in the outdoors, there's certain magic about that. And it just kind of makes you feel really good. I mean, there's also, you may be familiar with some of the breathing techniques that are around, getting the deep breath into your lungs, exhaling, and that whole natural process that just also does actually stimulates your system, makes you just so much more healthy. And, there is one other aspect that I really do like to touch on. And that is, you ever found yourself in sort of a highly anxious situation? Maybe you're about to go into some important meeting, or there's some event that's really, you got a lot of tension about it. I'm sure you've heard this saying, but it's really true. Take a deep breath. Actually, take several deep breaths. And I think when you do that, you're just going to feel so much better. You're going to say, "Oh my gosh, I'm calmer. I've got control again." And it's that oxygen is what's happening. That oxygen's getting through your system and making, getting you back into that rhythm that you really love and enjoy, and make you be the very best person you can possibly be. So think about the oxygen as something that we do take for granted. It's very important. But think of it also, I urge you to think of it in a broader context. In your life, what other things do you take for granted? Maybe every day that you could just say, I'm going to have a little bit of gratitude. Maybe it's a silly little thing, but I think it does make a big difference. And say, I'm thankful. So it's on that positive note that we always like to say here at the Sunshine Report. And by the way, I wish Karen were here with me today so that we could say this together. But she's going off to the West Coast to be there for the arrival of our first grandchild, which is going to be hopefully any day now. So, as we always love to say here at the Sunshine Report, it's positive energy that inspires positive change, that produces positive results. Cheer for me in that marathon, cheer for Lincoln, use that oxygen, have great gratitude, and enjoy a wonderful week.